So, bikes newly arrived today. What I want to do first is just talk you through my thought process on this bike. I'm a short rider. I've not ridden in many years. So the choice of this bike and why I've chosen it really is the weight, nice and easy for someone who's short. You can lower this. It's lowered by about 50 to 60 mil for me. I'm only 5 foot, and it works quite nicely. But one of the other things that I wanted to do back to biking is get my retraining done. So a little bit of a session on a 125 first to get the handling for that, and just generally get back to biking. And that was courtesy of ART training out of Copthorne, and then move up to a 650. And what I like about this is that I've gone for much more of a sit-up bike, and that's really to help me manoeuvre in corners and get more comfortable. And it's nippy, and it's also got a nice turning circle on it. So for me, ideal bike for back to biking for a shorty like me. So what we're going to do now before we take it out on the road is I've taken so much time to prepare myself that we're now going to prepare the bike. So and what we're really going to do on that is we're going to put a bit of protection. So new rider may drop it, so I'm just being cautious. A little bit of protection at the bottom, a little bit of protection at the front, and a little bit of protection up here. So now we'll take you around what we're going to do. So we're going to put the protection around the bike. So a couple of these products are R&G products. So we have the sliders here, and these are going to go on the forks. I'll show you where they go in a moment. And then we've also got the crash protection, again R&G product, that we're going to put as basically Crash Bungs. And what we're also going to do, we're going to put these handlebars protectors, but these are dual purpose. So probably what I'm seeing these as are big waste of money because I'll never need them. But because we've gone for this extra bit here, it's my hand protection from the wind as well. So just a little bit of extra comfort that's coming through there. So here we go to fit the first piece. With the set, you get the instructions, read first, because what it does give you is what are the torque settings and the fitting instructions that you've got. So you've got everything that you need. What it also does, before you even start, is it tells you, gives you the instructions. And notice also it says right side. On the opposite side of the page it's left side. What it also does is it will tell you what tools you're going to need. So you'll see in the pack, one obviously longer than the other one. It will tell you which one will go on your left side or your right side. So 14, this one, 17, I'm going to use this one too. Basically, we have an adapter there for the 17. Front engine bolt, 14 mil.
Oh, there you go.
What I've done is I've just laid it out on here so you know exactly what it is that we're looking for. And I've also got these two. So we're doing the right hand side first. You actually want the shorter one here. So you have your washer, you have a funny shaped washer, and you have this bit here, exactly as it shows in here. So we're now going to thread that. So it will start with this, and all we're doing is just putting the pieces together. This is a lock washer, so when it goes, there's the lock washer. I think it's obvious what that does. And here we go. So next bit, straight through there. Can you see that?
Yep.
Nice bit of daylight. Actually, nice bit of white light there, which just happens to be my bike. And then you have this piece here. What's not obvious on here is that you've got two sides. So what's not obvious there is which way round it goes. Cup side into the bike. So flat side into the slider, and off we go. So in we go, just straight through there.
Other end here, this nut goes on the end of the bolt. You can just see it poke.
So what we've done, reading the instructions, it tells you to tighten up here until you can feel the compression, and then it's using a 17 mil socket, is then just tighten it all up. We've had to go for a deeper one simply because it didn't fit the ordinary one, so we've gone for a deeper one. The other thing that we've done is to make sure that we've got this actually set up right, so this is much more aerodynamic. So before you tighten, make sure you've got it where you want it to be. Torque wrench, and we're just going to wind this up to cover the 40. So literally is just twist the handle, moves on up. I'm sure everybody knows this, but it's for anybody else that's doing this for the first time and doesn't know, like me. Here we go, and there you go, a torque wrench set at 40 Newton meters. Okay, we've fitted it, and I've had a bit of an instruction before I actually go ahead to make sure I'm doing this right. So the action that we want is to go down so we don't unsettle the bike. If the handle is up here and we start moving it up this way, we're going to unsettle the bike off its stand, so you don't want that. Equally, if you're here and you're pulling this way, you're unsettling the bike forwards. So what you want to do is keep the bike as stable as you can, and that's by taking it here. Your greatest force of power is going to be at the end here, so that's what we're going to do. And for someone who hasn't got a right hand, much of one, this is basically all we're going to do. So now we just make it look pretty. So here we go, just straight in, I think. Now these are both flat-sided. Off we go. The locking washer, and then upside down for this. So no difference on the size here, so in it goes. Left side, so it's quite a way in there, so long one again. So no, it's not. We went to put this in and it didn't quite go, so it got to here and it sort of stopped, and what that really was that it's dropped a little bit here on the engine. So what Mike's done is he's put the jack in place, placed it here, and you can see we've protected it. Gone for the heaviest part so that we don't touch any delicate areas, and we've just put that light bit of raising it up so that it just about does it to bring this in line now, so that we can insert this.
Clunk.
Yeah. Well, you may have noticed, like I did, that this one here, you can see that that one sticks out quite a bit more than this one, and that's really just because you've got more to protect on the other side. With, as you can see, as you look down, everything there is in line and protected, and then you come through this side and exactly the same.